good idea.
Yeah, it's also analgesic in case you've got any pain. Because you know, sometimes these falls can take a couple of days to come out, can't they? Like bruises.
Do that.
Right, that oil smells amazing. I'm going to put a little
Please.
here. Hopefully you can smell that without giving you an oily lip. That all right?
Yeah, it does smell lovely.
So that's lavender, Roman chamomile, and sweet marjoram. Got plenty of oil here. There you go. At least your feet and ankles will be moisturised. Are you comfy?
Yeah, lovely.
You're not sore?
No,
Okay.
can't feel a thing.
Wonderful. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so starting off the actual reflexology part of the treatment, and I like to do it symmetrically as much as possible. So just coming down the spine. And massaging the feet over and under, strongly up and softly down. Then knuckles under one foot, helping the oil to work its way through the outer layers of the skin down into the circulation. And that's why Swiss Reflex is so great, because we're using essential oils, the aromatherapy technique, not just reflexology, meridian activating. And knuckling around the ankle, pushing up around the Achilles. And the sides of the foot's quite nice, over the joints. And then even knuckling over the top. It's quite nice having the toes knuckled. It's quite an unusual feeling, but most people like that. And then underneath, nice and slowly, so as not to catch a toe in the wrong direction. Lovely. Getting some warmth there. Over that windowsill. And then down the soft centre part of the foot, pushing those tendons, which tends to curl the toes. And onto the other side. Again, knuckling over the ankle. The top of the foot. Over the sides. And then knuckling over the back of the heel. The soft tissue up over the ball of the foot. Those individual toes. And then over the top, Lovely. Doing a little ankle mobilizing, rotating in one direction and the other. A lovely little click. I can remember this foot used to click last time I gave reflexology that was on my channel. So I'm just supporting it at the place it's clicking. See if we can get rid of that. Okay, so looking at my notes, I'm going to start off with a lovely solar plexus, symmetrical, clockwise, circular movement, hooking under the solar plexus. Round and round, seeing what I can feel, mainly using the pad of my thumb rather than the top, and therefore it's softer to receive. And solar plexus, you'll have seen me talk about it with being a chakra, but it's also very much a physical part of us. It's a network of nerves like a spaghetti junction, just under the diaphragm. And whenever I think about the solar plexus, I always feel and envisage a beautiful yellowy golden light that envelops me, because the solar plexus relates to that physical part of us, just under the diaphragm in the upper abdomen, but also it relates to self-contentment, to happiness, to feeling at peace with oneself, feeling at home in your own body, but also that lovely feeling of self-esteem, feeling that we are respected and valued and we have respect for ourselves, self-esteem. And that's what this place is so important to nourish and massage. A golden light, letting that envelop you. And now coming on to the spine and neck. So again, symmetrical approach, just coming down either side, inside those lengths of the inside of the feet, right up to the neck, and now caterpillar action, so that I can feel what's going on inside, but also it's like a bit of a petrissage massage action all the way down the inside of those feet to the lower back as it rounds and then back up again. Yeah, so one foot feels different to the other. I can sense that the lower back on the left side is quite tight. I'm definitely going to be treating the neck on both sides, the back and both sides of the neck. So coming up. So I'm trying to instill some warmth, get the blood circulation down here, but also clear the channel of the cerebral spinal fluid. So it's got a clear pathway all the way down and back up again. And this is really good because it, even on the body itself, it feels like the back is having a nice long stretch. As I pull the feet away from each other, it stretches the spine out and down. Going to give this several nice long stretch and massages. And then using fingers instead, just massaging into the lower back. The inside of the length of the heel there can feel a little bit tight because it's almost directly onto bone there. There is a little bit of soft tissue and fascia, but actually quite hard bone on the inside of that heel. So I'm just encouraging a bit of softness here alongside that warmth and the stimulation of the circulation. That feels better already. Same on the other side. Lovely. Okay. So now coming up to the respiratory system, where I felt a little bit of tightness around the outside of the lung. It was just on this lateral left side, so I'm just feeling for it at first. I don't want to inflict any pain, it's just to encourage some softness. The lung is actually a very large organ. It takes up a lot of space in the body, but also on the foot. So I'm covering a large area within the foot pad. And you can see it's got a nice rosy colour already. That's a good sign. Lovely, the blood is circulating well. That will bring the chi, the energy, to help in a remedial action over the whole foot. And now still on the respiratory system, going to come up to the sinuses. the second toe in the pad I felt earlier in the assessment that felt a little bit constrained. So holding my hands and fingers around the rest of the toes to keep them warm, and a feeling of safety and protection. I'm now feeling into those two sinuses, seeing what they're telling me, having a sense of whether there's any tightness there or inflammation, any pain or congestion. And they just feel tight, especially now, the right one. I think the left one is getting better and better. It's taking a little while, but it is getting better. The left one is very soft now, that's good. Might as well work on the other toes. So I'm just doing a little hooking action, where I'm hooking underneath, seeing if it will respond better to a slightly different technique. Just going to give it a little qigong. Feeling the energy enter the toe, the sinus. Feeling any tightness and congestion dissipating. Allowing for clearing, smoothing, and harmonizing those energies. Wonderful. It's almost like there is a breath that comes through this area. Nice and soft. Like a smile across the sinuses. A beautiful glow.